Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here coming at you again with another video over on Palworld. I'm going to show you where you can find a ton of eggs, whether they're common eggs, just random in general, the different types of eggs that you can find on Palworld. And basically there's an island that's really good for them. If you go to the area that I am in right now, you can kind of see that I am over here near the sealed realm of the winged tyrant. And basically in this zone, you can find a whole bunch of cliffs, and cliffs are one of the best way to find eggs because they tend to spawn on those cliffs. And if you have your flyer and you can use your Nightwing, right, for example, you can kind of troll these cliffs and use the cliffs in order to find a whole bunch of random resources. And by the way, I don't know if you've been finding them a lot, but these effigies here, the Lift Monk effigies, they're also very easy, and I prefer actually looking for these things at nighttime because it's much easier to spot them, obviously, because they glow. So yeah, but amongst all these bamboo and stuff like that, you'll find a ton of eggs. It does get really dark, so be aware of that. But you can get a ridiculous number of eggs on the cliffs. They just seem to spawn in high quantities over in this zone. So you can kind of just troll the entire area, even though it does get really dark. I know that. I know it's frustrating sometimes because you're like, I can't see a thing. But if you kind of go on all the different levels, you'll be able to get a whole bunch of them. And I found probably 6, 7, 8 on this this mountain. Kind of just depends on where and what you're looking for, right? So I'll go up to the next level just so you can kind of see where we're at here. You can see that at nighttime, I see that bright green thing over there, right? That's another Lift Monk energy, or effigy, I mean, and you can kind of just troll around the edge of this. Now, in case you haven't found them over in this zone yet, there's a whole bunch of stuff on this island, but see, there's the, I'm going to show you the map again just so you can see where I am. But there's the edge of the island, and in that little canyon right here, you're going to find a whole bunch of eggs on a regular basis. Now, the only negative, right, it's dark, but in the darkness, it makes it a lot easier to see. Like, look at that. You can see the Lift Monk effigy up there, and then you can see all kinds of stuff around here. Now, these are the cliffs that I'm talking about. There's another Lift Monk effigy right there, but they will glow, and you kind of search them at night. It's easy to find the ones that are glowing, and during the daytime, it's easy to find the ones that are more common. So if you wanted to come back and it's at nighttime, you could, I'm just going to show you what you can do. You can go back up to this little ledge, ride your bird all the way up there, go back to your base, and then just go take a nap and then come right back. And I'll show you exactly the best strategy for that. Now, go to fast travel here. Now, you've only got about 20 minutes of daytime, so just be aware of that. So once you go back to your base, just take your nappy nap, and then you can see I've got another egg right there, and I'll go ahead and show you. If you don't know how to hatch eggs, you just need to be able to actually get the egg hatcher, scorching egg, incubate it, and then as soon as you've incubated it, usually around 10 minutes, give or take, you'll get the actual creature from it. So you can see there's the common egg that I just got. Each one of them is going to take, well, you see, there you go, incubation speeds plus 50%. And then we're just going to go right on back, right? Because that's where we want to head to actually go back to do a little more egg farming. But I probably got, I don't know, 6, 7 eggs, and I've got a box next to mine, so I just have always stuff ready to go on that. Yeah. Let's go ahead and toss out our bird again. And then we saw, you can see it up there, right? There's a Lift Monk energy or effigy up there. I keep saying energy. But these cliffs are where I have been finding a ton of the eggs. Now, is that one right there? I can't tell. Or is that just where an effigy was? I think that's where an effigy was, yeah. But on the edge of these cliffs seems to spawn all of the eggs. They seem to spawn in areas where there's less creatures, just because it's like supposed to be harder to find the eggs, because you can get randomly lucky and get some of the more rare dino creatures inside of this game using this strategy. So that's why they're a little bit more difficult to find. And yeah, but I mean, it's definitely the way to go. And it's just random luck. So let's see if I can find a few more. I have found them spawning in the same spot multiple times. So I think there are set spawns for that. So just be aware of that. But yeah, the cliffs seem to be where you can find a bunch of these. This, and then the edge of the map of near where water is, you'll find a lot of the water eggs as well. So we'll scout one more, see if we can get this Lift Monk. And let's see here. I think I can make it up on this one. If you haven't tamed yourself a bird yet, by the way, you 100% need to get yourself a creature that is able to fly, because being able to do what I'm doing right now is obviously a big difference maker. Because you can just go ahead and get the things in the game that are more difficult to get to, like the Lift Monk. I said it right that time, Lift Monk effigies. Yeah, so now that we're up nice and high, we can see there's a bronze cherry there, a ram. I don't see any eggs from this height. But yeah, so this is the best way to, I think I see one up there. I'm not totally sure on my indicator, but we'll see. There might be one down there as well. Yep, I think that's an egg. All right, cool. So now that I'm up nice and high, you can see that I'm kind of just rolling. And there we go. Yep, that's definitely an egg down there. Now you can see what I mean by the cliffs. I don't think that's one. That might be a treasure chest, but there's definitely one here. You can see it. We'll go ahead and grab this guy, and you can see, I mean, obviously the higher up you go, the easier it is because they kind of sparkle a little bit. And you can find a whole bunch of eggs doing this. So not too bad. And you can pick it up from the bird as well. So that's pretty helpful. And yeah, that's that. So anyways, hopefully this video helps you out. And other than that, teach.